Hey guys, it's Miss Russell, and we are ready to finish our project from last week. Last week we were talking about perspective. We worked on making a road go back in space. You like my hands? They're from tie-dye. If you don't know what tie-dye is. That is tie-dye. I was tie-dyeing today, so my hands are a little colorful. Anyways, last week we were talking about creating a road that went back into space. It went to one vanishing point that was on the horizon line. We talked about creating something that was close to us. When things are close to us, they are big, like my hand gets really big when it comes up to the camera. But then as things get further away, they get smaller. And today we're going to work on coloring our pictures in. I've chosen to use colored pencils for this, but if you do not have colored pencils and you can use marker, you can use crayon. I really don't prefer marker because it's really hard to do the blending that we're going to do. Crayon and colored pencil work great, or if you have oil pastels, those are a lot of fun and you could always use them. You can see I've colored most of my picture in, but I'm going to work with you on this last cactus to color it in. Notice how as things get further away back here, my colors get a lot darker, and I'll even start to add black into it as colors get further away. So you can see this cactus that is the furthest one away, its color gets a little harder to see, but then as that cactus as they start coming closer to us, their colors become a little more vibrant. Have fun with your sky, mixing some colors up in that sky. When you are using colored pencil, you really have to color slow. Well, really when you're using anything. Please take your time, go back over it and get all the little bitty white spots. But here, for this cactus, I'm going to continue with a little bit of a crazy color scheme. I chose not to make my cactus the normal colors. So here's one that was colored in, and you can see they like to stick with their normal greens. One thing I do want you to pay attention to is how it's darker on one side and lighter on the other side. I want you to think about how when the sunlight is hitting something, it will make that area brighter, and on the other side where the sunlight's not hitting it, it's going to make it darker. So we're going to do that in this cactus down here also. You can see it again, this side's darker, that side's lighter. They did that simply by pushing harder with their colored pencil. They didn't really do as much mixing of colors as I'm going to show you. But I like to do things a little different, so I've chosen to make my cactus blue, purple, and pink. And my turtle is blue just to have some fun. So you don't have to do things normal. Experiment and see what you like. Okay, so in my picture, the sunlight is coming from this direction, which means this side of my cactus is going to be lighter and this side's going to be darker. And I can achieve that a few different ways. One way is simply by using dark purple and light purple. But I could also mix colors to make it light and dark. So how do we make purple? I'm hoping you're saying blue and red, because it's blue and red. So I can mix some light blue into my purple on the side that I want to be lighter. I could mix some dark blue onto the other side, or I could even choose to mix some reds into it. I'm going to stick with blue mixing into it because I just really like blue, and every now and then I'll put a little bit of pink into it. I'm going to start with my light blue, even though this cactus is actually going to be purple. If you look over here, you can kind of see where I've put that light blue at times. Oh, wait, no, that's my dark side, huh? Remember, my light was supposed to be coming from this direction, so I stuck with just purple on those sides. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this blue on these edgings. And I'm gonna look for a darker blue. I'm not gonna put a lot of the light blue because this is my dark side, that's my light side. So I only want a little bit of my light blue on this side. I really wanna put my light blue on the side that's getting hit by the sun, right up here. Really push hard. come back through with those colored pencils. I'm kind of adding this into the lines of that cactus. You could come back through and add spikes too. Kind of have some fun with it. Let's see, so I'm gonna look for a darker blue. You really have to sharpen colored pencil all the time. It's just like a normal pencil. It runs out of lead easily. Colored pencil, you're not really gonna get it super sharp because its lead is kind of soft. Okay, so now to darken this side up more, because this is gonna be my dark side, where that sunlight's really not able to hit as often. Put it over here on my dark side. It'd be at the bottom of this. And towards the bottom, I like to put a lot more of that dark. This is going to help give that cactus a little bit more dimension, a little bit more shading. Underneath that arm would be a shadow, so it needs some dark blue. And now I'm ready to start adding my purple. And I'm going to start by adding the purple to the light side. So this is where the sunlight is hitting. And if you really work at it, you can get those two colors to kind of blend together a little. Now I could also create a light purple simply by not pushing as hard. So I think right up here, I'm going to go a little lighter. And then when it comes down over here, add some more. I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to not push as hard. But I'm still going to leave some areas for some other shades of purple, lights and darks. Even though I'm going to put a dark purple down here, I'm going to put a little bit light purple by not pushing very hard. And then I'm going to switch to that dark purple and fill it in. Oh, wait, is that? Nope, that's a blue. It tricked me. It looked purple on the outside, but if I read it, it is blue. Here's a darker purple. Might not be as dark as I wanted. I might have to add more of that blue. There we go. So my hand usually hurts when I'm using colored pencil because I am having to push so hard and go back over it. You can take time, stretch your hands out. Really have some fun blending colors. Your sky can be absolutely any color you want, just like this cactus I'm doing is any color that I chose to do. You're the artist. Don't get stuck making everything look real. Have fun playing with its colors. So as you can see, I'm working my way down. I'm coloring really, really solid, just like I did on this side of the paper. I'm gonna stop there because I think you guys can continue and finish your creation. Color really solid, take your time, mix some colors together. As colors go back in space, they should get duller. You could add some black to them or even some browns to them to kind of make them go back. And as they come forward, they're gonna get more vibrant and bright. And think about where your sunlight is hitting and try and add some light colors into that side and some dark colors into the other side to make it look a little more three-dimensional. Please send me your artwork. either on Artsonia or our Google Classroom. I look forward to creating with you next week.